This film tells the story of building a road. A road designed to link communities, ease congestion, and bring a better quality of life to the residents of a village in South Devon. The 5.5-kilometre South Devon Highway will bring a host of benefits to the area, beyond making life easier for motorists and residents. Good transport networks are one of the keys to economic growth, helping businesses expand and increasing employment. Improving this key route is expected to lead to the creation of nearly 8,000 jobs in South Devon, with around 3,500 of these in Torbay. The road between Newton Abbot and Torbay was a single carriageway travelling through Kingskerswell, a village with densely populated residential areas. It has always been one of the most heavily used routes in the region and was seriously congested, carrying over 35,000 vehicles a day. Some residents of Kingskerswell and Newton Abbot were affected in a number of ways, including air quality, high noise pollution and road safety. Cyclists and pedestrians were at risk from the sheer number of vehicles trying to avoid the jams by using country roads that were only designed for light traffic. Delays and unreliable journey times caused by congestion had an impact upon the local economy, meaning businesses were unable to make deliveries or attend meetings on time. As a result, some businesses moved away from the area, taking jobs with them. The idea of a link road to bypass Kingskerswell was first discussed back in the 1950s. Many plans to get approval and government backing followed over the next 6 decades, until finally, in May 2012, full government approval was secured through a joint bid from Devon County Council and Torbay Council. The contract to construct the road was awarded to Galliford Try, and work began 5 months later in October 2012. The South Devon Highway has been one of the biggest construction projects and one of the most complex highway schemes in the South West, involving many partners and engineering challenges. The new route, running to the west of the existing A380 and bypassing Kingskerswell, starts just before the Pennin roundabout. It then takes traffic over a new flyover and onto a dual carriageway that was created by widening the existing road through Allah. The road then swings west before running in a southerly direction to bypass Kingskerswell, joining the Torbay Ring Road west of Kerswell Gardens in Torquay. On the 2nd of October 2012, the first piece of turf was cut. This was followed by a short period of site clearance and environmental mitigation, while the detailed final designs were developed and the construction of the new road began. Archaeologists working in advance of the project made a number of finds. Artefacts dating from both the 2nd century AD Roman occupation and the Middle Ages were discovered near Allah Cross. Throughout the project, concern for the environment has been key. Nearly 2.5 kilometres of newly laid hedge has been planted, with a further 0.5 kilometre of hedge transplanted from elsewhere. 38 acres of woodland has been created, alongside a programme of careful landscaping. A range of designs to support animals, from badger tunnels to otter fences, and new spawning pools for fish were built. The site lies within a special area of conservation, specifically for bats. A bat house and bat boxes have been built to ensure they have suitable habitats and foraging areas. 64,000 trees and shrubs have been planted to encourage the bats to remain in the area. The net effect has been to improve the environment for many living things. Natural England and the Environment Agency approved all the measures and were satisfied that they met their stringent requirements. The Environment Agency has been very supportive of the scheme, as the construction will significantly reduce the present flood risk for residents living close to the Allah Brook. Constructing the South Devon Highway has been about more than just building a new road. Along the route, 9 bridges have been built, as well as a 300-metre-long rail tunnel and a flyover. One of the first striking changes to the landscape was the movement of earthworks throughout the 5.5-kilometre site. Over the course of the project, more than 1.6 million tonnes of earth had to be moved to provide the corridor for the new road. This was no mean feat and a huge engineering challenge. Throughout the works, all materials were managed on-site with no off-site disposal. While this work was taking place, preparations for 11 major culverts were underway. The creation of Keebury Culvert involved collaboration with train operators, Network Rail and the Environment Agency. One of the main culverts, it was designed to reduce flood impact through the area. One local landmark also needed to be removed. The railway bridge at Aller was demolished on Christmas Day 2013, alongside work that included the installation of 3 new culverts. The operation took place over 4 days and nights, totalling 5,500 working hours by 150 staff. The Pennin flyover was one of the most complex challenges for the South Devon Highway project. In October 2014, the delivery of the steel beams took place. In total, a series of 9 braced pairs were transported from Chepstow. The beams varied in weight and length. The largest, weighing in at 80 tonnes, was 53 metres long. 3 cranes were used during the operation, varying in size from 200 to 750 tonnes. The beams were installed over several nights to minimise disruption to road users and to ensure the work took place in a safe environment. The installation of the beams drew huge crowds of locals who were keen to see the operation for themselves. On the 6th of September 2014, contractors Galliford Try began lifting beams to cover the new Aller railway tunnel. The tunnel takes the Torbay railway line underneath a 270-metre stretch of the new link road and carries road traffic over the railway. The beams, which are 21.4 metres long and weigh between 31 and 34 tonnes, were brought in during normal working hours via the existing A380 and stored alongside the track, ready to be lifted by a 200-tonne crawler crane. One of the main achievements for such a big project has been the minimal disruption to traffic. Although there have been some short-term overnight closures, the main road was not closed for construction for any significant length of time. We made this short film in July 2015. At the time, over 60 years after the road was first proposed, the South Devon Highway was due to open ahead of schedule. A community day was held in July 2015 and was attended by nearly 3,000 local people. The celebration of the new road is a way of thanking the community for their patience and of recognising the efforts of the project and construction teams. In Kingskerswell, the old road will remain, providing a quieter way for local traffic and buses, cyclists and pedestrians, while the new road will be safer, less congested and faster, taking up to 95% of traffic away from the village. The South Devon Highway has been a hugely important project. It will not just restore the village of Kingskerswell, but will revitalise the whole area, supporting economic growth, creating jobs and increasing prosperity. We wish everyone that travels along the highway a very safe journey.